Welcome to the Geekcentric channel, and welcome to our special Behind the Geeks interview with two of the creative minds behind Marvel Studios' latest Disney Plus series, Ms. Marvel. Hello, I'm J-Law, but you can call me Justin, and if you're joining us for the first time, well, we are Geekcentric, a channel celebrating the world of movies, TV shows, toys, collectibles, gaming, and all things Geekcentric. Today, I am so excited to share with you my interview with Adil and Bilall, the directing duo behind such movies like Bad Boys 3 and the upcoming HBOMax Batgirl movie. But today, we're talking about all things Ms. Marvel, as the two are the directors behind the first and the last episode of the series, which is hitting Disney Plus on June 8th. Huge thanks to Disney Plus Canada for helping to set up this interview. We're incredibly grateful and humbled to have a chance to talk to the creative minds behind the things that we love, and today is no different. Today, I discuss with Adil and Bilall what their visual inspiration was to help define the series, as well what it was like being executive producers collaborating with other directors to help create a unified look. Plus, we have a fun question at the end. Enjoy. Adil and Bilall, welcome to the Geekcentric podcast. I'm so excited to have you guys on and talk more about Ms. Marvel. I don't have much time with you, so let's get right into questions. I want to start right with episode 1. There's such a fun, vibrant style to this first episode. And I know you guys are huge movie fans, so I wanted to know what inspired some of the visual looks to make up this first episode.
Well, there was really mad volumes of influences, like everything we could get. It's like the John Hughes movies, Ferris Bueller's, Parker Lewis Can't Lose, a TV show, which is sort of inspired by that. Saved by the Bell, Boy Meets World, all the high school, American high school shows that we saw in Belgium, because high school is very different in America than from Belgium. And we're like, oh, if one day we make a high school show, it will be like that. But it's also like, Spike Lee movies and the funky, colors and shots, and the fact that New York is such a character. In his show, in his movies, we wanted to have Jersey on the same level, and doing this kind of colorful, funky remix of all different genres. Spielberg, Spider-Verse, Scott Pilgrim, really a lot of things.
It's a mashup, absolutely, and I love that you called out, Spike Lee, because for me, I feel like this looks very much like Do the Right Thing. And
Yes.
The city is very much, New York is very much a character, and here New Jersey is very much a character. So bravo for nailing the visual style.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, bro.
You guys are also executive producers to the series, so I just thought maybe you might be able to shed a little bit more light on what your role looks like from episode to episode as executive producer.
But yeah, it's really super cool because we make the first one and the last episode, and then it's like a football team. We got Mira Menon and Charmino Baicinoy, who are also directing the episode, and we just we gave the blueprint and we say, fix funky shots, come up with some ideas for animation and go loco, and then they come up with their own own ideas and they understood really what kind of vibe that we wanted to do, and the animation, for instance, that was not in the script, so we tried to convince Kevin to allow us to do that, to go into a dream world, and surprisingly he said, yeah, go for it. So once we were allowed that freedom, that freedom was also used by the other directors.
Yeah, it was important that the animation really reflected her, dreaming, her imagination. So all these moments of, the wall scene when they are biking or when they're texting, and you see the text on the street. So we asked the other directors, come on, try to find also very cool moments of that in other episodes, and they just brought it to another level. So that's what we did. We tried to keep the style the same and let the other directors expand on.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys are fantastic collaborators. I'm getting to the end here. I got one last question, and this one's a fun one. We do get to see Avengers Con take place in the first episode, and we would love to know if you were to cosplay at Avengers Con, who would you go as?
Who would I go as in Avengers?
I go as Captain Morocco.
I was going to say Blade, but yeah. I would go then as Captain Belgium then.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me. It was an absolute honor, and have a great day with the rest of your interviews.
Thank you,
very
brother.
much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Much love. Peace.
Peace, guys. Well, that's my interview with Adil and Bilall. A huge thanks to them again for jumping on the show to share a little bit more insight into bringing Ms. Marvel to life. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing because we got more interviews on the way. Plus, if you're a fan of Ms. Marvel, we'll be sharing our spoiler-free thoughts tomorrow on June 7th, ahead of its release on Disney Plus on June 8th. But if you want to hear us talk more about all things Geekcentric, consider joining us over at the Geekcentric podcast, available wherever you listen to podcasts. With Ms. Marvel starting up on June 8th, we'll be starting a new watch club where we go episode by episode, week to week, breaking it all down like only Geekcentric can. And right now, for those Star Wars fans, we do have an ongoing watch club for the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. We currently have 3 episodes out, with episode 4 dropping on the podcast later this week, so you won't want to miss that. We got tons of reviews on the podcast. We have a lot of content, so come on over, come say hi. But until then, we are Geekcentric, and you can be too. Peace.